Hey fellow Voidwarriors, it's Angry Turtle, and this video will be a preview of what's coming in patch 22. Be aware, the footage is from public test server, it's not actually on live servers, but there will be no story spoilers, although if you don't like to know anything ahead of time, just don't watch this one. And before we start, I want to send my thanks to all my supporters, my Patreon on Patreon, supporters on YouTube. All your support is amazing and I'm extremely grateful for that. As well, I want to welcome my 3 new Patreons. It's Sammy Girly, Xenaro Arrow, Ghost in the Darkness. Welcome into Turtle's army. Thank you a lot for your support. And now into the video, as patch 22 will be the biggest patch released by Bethesda yet. There was no bigger patch than this one. There was Wastelander, but Wastelander was big story-wise. Although all the game-changing stuff, patch 22 is biggest. And now let's go over everything that we are getting. First, what everyone wait the most, we are getting legendary perks. And I will not discuss here every single perk, but I will show you, then you can pause on the screen if you are interested in more details what those perks are doing. And I will be going myself over all those perks and I will be testing them in next series, Legendary Perks Tested, because they seem to be about ready. But from the description itself, it's sometimes like hard to figure out what's worth using. Therefore, I will be testing it and we will know exactly what those perks are doing in practice, and then it will be easy for you to choose whatever legendary perk you want for your build. And what you need to know about them, it will be available up to 6 legendary perks can be equipped, and they unlock when you level up. The first slot you will unlock at level 50, and then you will get 6 slots after reaching level 300. And you upgrade those perks with perk coins, and perk coins we are getting from scrapping perk cards. Every scrap perk cards will give you 2 perk coins. And to upgrade any single card to the max level, you will need 300 perk points. It's quite a lot, but from the other hand, it's endgame content. It's intended to be grind and not early available for everyone, but it's definitely much more reasonable than it was in the first iteration. Then now you will probably need about level 500, 600, maybe a little bit over 600. That's depend if you lost too many perk cards on your respecs and when opening perk card packs. But good news is that we are getting additional 50 free perk coins when reaching level 50. That was added just recently. Therefore, even if you are not very high level, you will be able to upgrade some of your perk cards. Then I really can't wait for those legendary perks. That's the one feature that I'm almost the most excited. There is one feature that I'm more excited about. It's one wasteland. What's one wasteland mean? Or the forest or other areas will have enemies. Like for me personally, that's the important part. Level 50. No more super low level enemies. What means I can go here, I can farm and I can get useful loot. And for new players, what's very important, enemies will scale down as well. Then they will be able to go over top of the world without the risk of being swarmed by level 50 enemies. If they will be level 20, enemies here will be level 20. But in the same time, if you go farther to the high level areas and let's say you go around fissure sites, enemies will not scale down below level 50. Therefore, it's not like there is no difference where you go and like level 1 can go everywhere. No, there are some areas that still require you to level up and be ready because enemies will not be so easy. As you can see in here at Grafton Dam, we have Super Mutants level 50! Then finally, very popular event when you need to catch Mad Dog Malone will be so much better for high level players. And that's not everything we are getting. The news is Vault 94 will be open and free for exploration. You can go there, you can check out what's in there, you can check out the lore, you can kill enemies. You don't need to actually engage into any special mission to go in there. You can just go straight into the vault and spend there as much time as you need to figure out all the lore. I will not go over the lore, but veterans probably already know it because the Vault 94 was open last time, like it was half a year ago. Maybe even more than half a year ago we had access to Vault 94. Some other locations are getting rework, like Dagger's Den. Much bigger location now than it was before. As well, we have a new scoreboard. Another legendary run is starting, Season 2, and this time we have Armor Ace and the Paw Patrol. Choose your favorite pup now. Okay, that's a bad turtle joke. And the Power Patrol, of course, but I cannot resist reading it other way. And I already made one video when I went over all the rewards that we have in here, then I will not do it again. But what I want to show you, Bethesda making it a little bit easier for us. Look at the amount of weekly challenges we have now. It's their response for people asking for more stuff to be available per week rather than on daily basis grind. There are still daily challenges, but compared to weeklies, weeklies are way more important, and we keep the repeatable gain experience for score. Then that's really good. Then I'm not expecting for active players to have too much issue to finish Armor Ace without spending any atoms. And that's not everything. There is more features coming. We have daily ops. As you can see, you can engage in daily ops with your team, or you can do it solo. I did it solo, and it's definitely possible you can get the best rewards solo. Although it's definitely easier if you take your teammates with you. And as you can see, this is a little bit different than normal farming of the mobs that we do on daily basis, because those enemies have some mutations. And those mutations, the first one is changing, then every day there will be different mutation, as well as location will be changing, and enemy faction will be changing on daily basis. Then it's not always the same thing. Every day is basically something new. And there is one mutation called Piercing Gaze. This is default, it's always in here, and it says greatly enchants perception, but basically it's not greatly enchants perception, it's disabled sneak. Then you are not able to hide during the daily op. And after choosing daily op, you will be basically teleported into the location. You don't need to actually fast travel in there. And as you can see, it's always start with repairing the signal repeater. It's quite simple. You just go there to the signal repeater and you hold E to repair it. And you can see the effect of this mutation that those robots have. I'm getting frozen. I still can move. I'm just getting slowed down, and that's include my reload and everything when I'm under fire from them. And then you just run into the location that you need to defend. I mean, you don't actually need to defend, you need to stay close to the uplink, you need to boost it, and then about 3 minutes you need to stay here nearby. Therefore, you will be able to continue securing the site, even if you will not fight those robots. Like, if I will be swarmed by those robots, I can choose to just heal with my Stimpak or use all the defensive stuff I have, and I can sit here and Site Bravo will keep boosting. But of course it's easier if you kill those robots. And they drop ammo based on the weapon that you have equipped in the moment you are killing them, as well as some aid items. But they do not drop a standard loot that you will normally get from killing robots. In the same time, experience is about half from the kills. But if you remember the old vault rate, then there was like almost no experience, then half of the experience, it's really good. Especially taking into account that amount of enemies attacking you in here is really high, and they dropping for you back your ammo and your aid, then it basically doesn't cost you anything. Even the gradation of armor and weapon is reduced during the daily op. Then with so many benefits, it's to be expected that We need to have something taken away, like experience in this case. And after you secure one site, you will be sent to secure a second site. And after securing the second site, there will be a boss fight. But I will skip it because I'm not sure if everyone wants to see it ahead of time. Therefore, I will not show you the boss fight, but I will show you the rewards after the fact. And when you finish the op, you will have an option to see your report, and here you will see your completion time, and I was solo in here 7 minutes 35 seconds. If you achieve 8 minutes or less, you have the best possible rewards. I already did it for today because the bonus reward is only once per day. The standard reward you will get every time you complete the daily op, even if it's more than once. And here you can see the rewards that I got for the daily op. Unfortunately, I did get fuel because I used at the end Gatling laser, and you cannot get cores. Then if you use a weapon like a melee or Gatling laser or whatever weapon that you cannot get appropriate ammo for, then you will get some random ammo. That's why I did get fuel in here. As well, always you will get a legendary item that will go directly into your inventory, then there is no stress about looting anything. And here you can see what kind of bonus reward you are getting first time per day if you complete any of those challenges, like Elder is the best. And red rewards I have none, but there are some great rewards that you can unlock from these daily ops. Definitely worth the grind. And it's not even a grind, it's rather a nice short activity that you can do every day. And finally, what everyone is talking about so much, and that's causing a lot of heat over Bethesda and everything is going on public test server, it's damage overhaul. Basically we are getting a whole new formula for calculating how much damage our weapons are doing. Which means that some builds will be doing a lot less damage, some builds will be almost unchanged. But basically the point of that is to, like squeeze all types of the builds together. There will be no such a great difference between a bloodied and full health build like we have at this moment. Like difference between those builds will be much more reasonable after this update. There are some problems and some weapons still need buffs. We'll see how this will be sorted out. Maybe they are just waiting, and like in the real life, if someone is taking away something from you, then you are really upset. But if after like couple weeks, you will get portion of that back, you are happy, even though you shouldn't be happy as you are not getting back everything. And that's basically everything we are getting with patch 22. If you want more details about anything that is going to be changed or fixed or a lot of bug fixes, I was covering that in my previous PTS update videos that I was basically doing every week to cover what was changing on public test servers and what we can expect. And as I said before, I will be doing a whole series about legendary perks and how exactly they work in practice, not on paper. Then, if you are interested, stay tuned for that. Hopefully patch 22 will be released without any delay in less than 2 weeks from now, 15th of September. Let me know what you think about incoming changes, and as always, thank you a lot for watching, and see you guys in the next one.